Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chad left a message on Abigail's voicemail at the Horton residence, informing her that he was en route home. With whom were you speaking? Thomas inquired. Chad was surprised to learn why Thomas was awake. Thomas declared that he was dehydrated. Chad tried to divert the conversation, but Thomas wouldn't let Chad tell him who had been talking on the phone. An employee, Chad remarked. Why did you say you're heading back home soon if you're talking to someone from work? Thomas inquired. Lying, Chad said he had misspoken. In the morning, Thomas saw that Chad was never present. I'd apologize for being absent for so long. Chad continued. I swear I'll make it up to you. I'm not Charlotte, Dad. I am 9 years old. I can sense that there is a problem. So please, Thomas pleaded, tell me the truth. Chad gave a nod of approval. We have an old buddy visiting us. And for that reason, I haven't visited. She had been in a very serious accident, you see. And I believed that her staying at Uncle EJ and Uncle Stefan's home would aid in her recovery. Chad remarked. So, you're also staying there? Thomas inquired. Chad stated that since his friend was unfamiliar with his brothers, he had wanted her to feel at ease. Why didn't you allow her to remain here? Thomas inquired. The mansion had a staff member on staff and was larger, Chad observed. Though he was unsure of the exact day, Chad pledged to return home shortly. Are you all right, friend? Chad inquired. If the woman was Chad's girlfriend, Thomas inquired. No, Chad replied. I miss you and your sister infinitely more than I miss myself, Chad remarked. Chad assured them that soon everyone would be back under one roof. Dr. Mark Green contacted Abigail at the Dimmer mansion from the town square. Walking around her bedroom, Abigail told Mark she thought Chad had fallen for her cover tale. Felicity heard her brother Mark on the phone in the square. Mark quickly finished the call and wished his sister a happy birthday. Felicity inquired about the call and the reason behind Mark's warning that the individual would face consequences. Lying, Mark claimed to have been discussing Aaron. Aaron is at a camp for lacrosse. How could he be having problems? Felicity inquired. Well, since he was lying. Mark clarified. He made up a tale about how he was paying for camp. Felicity acknowledged that Aaron had lied to her in the past and nodded. Aaron ought not to have lied. We all have norms to abide by. Aaron, you and me, Mark remarked. Felicity retorted, but you get to make them. Mark observed that until his brothers were mature enough to take care of themselves, their parents would have wanted him to look out for them. When you lie, who punishes you? Felicity inquired. Mark remarked, ask me when you catch me lying. Felicity bemoaned the loss of their parents, and Mark nodded. Mark assured her, but hey, you don't have to worry, because I'm not going anywhere. Kristen looked at her laptop in the pub and sighed. Brady, screw it. This was not how it had to happen. Kristen complained, I told you to run and I got rid of your car. Ava approached Kristen as she mumbled that she had Brady's back. Yet another hollow pledge. Because you most definitely didn't have mine, Ava remarked. Kristen pointed out that Ava had a right to be insane. Kristen remarked, I really did mean it when I said I was sorry. After swallowing her rage, Ava complained, okay, we're doing fine. The friendship is restored. Ava took a seat at Kristen's desk. Ava smirked and held up what appeared to be the knife Kristen had used to stab her in the back. Kristen let out a moan. I could not allow Gabi Chick to be removed from Demira as she had threatened to do. The relaunch of Gabi Chick is proceeding in the right direction, and I need to show myself as CEO. Kristen contended. Fantastic for you. However, I'm jobless right now, and I have no doubt that Gabi will pursue me. Ava shot back. Ava ought to have considered the repercussions before having slept with Stefan. According to Kristen, Ava, you must accept some accountability. Kristen countered, nobody forced you to sleep with him. Frustrated, Ava remarked cynically that she was fortunate to have a devoted and forgiving friend in Kristen. "And privileged to be your friend, because friends are honest with one another, even when it hurts. Furthermore, Gabi would never have learned anything about you and Stefan if you hadn't revealed everything to the staff." Kristen added. Connie looked at Melinda's phone in her flat living room. Connie perused a text message from Kristen imploring Melinda to get in touch with her. "I apologize, Kristen. Melinda is currently fully booked," according to Connie. Kristen texted back to Connie. Kristen contacted Ava in the bar, complaining that Melinda had texted her to request a break. Kristen mumbled, "She better have a damn good explanation for this." Melinda wriggled against the ropes in Connie's bedroom, tying her to the bed's headboard. Melinda turned to face Lee's cardboard cutout. "What the hell are you looking at?" exclaimed Melinda, getting agitated. Melinda called out for assistance, and Connie came in carrying a platter of food. Connie assured Melinda that the room was soundproof and she shouldn't worry. "Just wondering, have you ever had a straitjacket fitted?" Melinda let out a cry. Connie said she was aware that she had been teased behind her back by everyone at work. "Well, it seems like I've changed, am I?" stated Connie. With the food, Connie took a seat on the bed beside Melinda. Melinda refused to eat, and Connie became irate, telling Melinda that Lee's request was the only reason she had managed to keep Melinda alive. "I'm attempting. You do realize that." To the cardboard cutout, Connie said, "You crazy, he's dead." Melinda screamed. Connie held Stefan, Gabi, and Melinda accountable for Lee's demise. Connie started to say, "I never would have had to, if it weren't for the three of you." But she quickly stopped herself. "What would have happened?" Melinda inquired. Connie acknowledged that Melinda and Gabi had crushed Lee's heart with a head shake. When the genuine thing was at last there for him, Connie claimed he couldn't see it. Connie looked at cardboard Lee for a bit before grinning at Melinda. Connie clarified that she was the reason Gabi's marriage failed. "What actions did you take?" Melinda inquired. Connie claimed to have informed Gabi of Stefan and Ava's liaison. "However, I'm only getting started. Gabi won't have anything left when I'm done," Connie remarked. Kristen sent Melinda another text, and her phone beeped. Connie informed Melinda, "Looks like she's not too happy to hear about your leave of absence." "How did you inform her?" Melinda inquired. Melinda contended that Kristen was too intelligent to be duped by Connie. Connie smirked and said, "This will shut her up. If you must know, I don't want to take orders from the woman who murdered my daughter," was the text that Connie had sent Kristen when they were in the pub. "You can therefore shove your job." Ava's eyebrow went up. "What did Melinda say?" Asking Ava, Kristen informed Ava that she and Melinda had discussed Haley's accident. Shaking her head, Kristen said, "Melinda said she could handle it." Ava remarked, "She essentially said the same thing to me." Puzzled, Kristen questioned out loud why Melinda had decided differently. Melinda is capable. After joining the team as chief counsel, she never turned around. Her automobile was parked in its designated location and the engine was cold when I arrived early the other day, Kristen remarked. Kristen inquired with Ava whether Melinda had disclosed her dissatisfaction with the company. "Not at all. She prioritizes the demands of the business, particularly after learning that." Ava began. Recalling her discussion about Connie with Melinda, Ava reflected, "What do you know? I no longer work at Dimera, and it is a Dimera problem," Ava remarked. Angry, Kristen insisted on finding out what Ava knew about Melinda. Ava questioned, "Do I get my job back first?" Ava disagreed with Kristen's assertion that she was powerless to resolve the issue. Kristen said, "You know it's more complicated than that." Ava remained silent about Melinda. It's not a personal matter. It's only business, Ava remarked. Ava grinned. Melinda laughed in Connie's face in her bedroom. Melinda saw that folks would be searching for her. Connie sarcastically remarked, I forgot how beloved and indispensable you are to so many people. Melinda begged Connie to follow common reason and release her. Melinda was instructed by Connie to ask Lee to help with dinner until she got back. Thanks for watching if you liked this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.